Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Friday, January 29th, and this is the daily recap. So, we saw today's stocks down as we've kind of been seeing the trend down. We mentioned it yesterday. We sold out of all of our positions, as we mentioned yesterday, and we got a down day today. The S&P was down 1.98%, Nasdaq was down 2.1%, even bonds were down 0.6%. So um, we expected if there's going to be further down movement in the stock market, that bonds would be up and break above this 20-day moving average and go on to close this gap. But bonds were even down today, which meant there was a lot of selling. People sold anything, whatever they could. Maybe there's some liquidations of some hedge funds or people trying to raise cash. So that's kind of what we're thinking might happen. Is there might be some funds trying to raise cash by selling with GameStop blowing up the hedge funds. Maybe some hedge funds would take a second look at their allocations and maybe reduce risk. So that may have been it. Didn't need a crash or anything, just a sell off, a good sell off day. So we actually started buying at the end of the day, and the stocks that hit our scanner today um, were Apple, AAPL. So we saw a good setup here. It had closed down below the 20-day moving average red line here and started working its way back up like it wanted to come back and overtake it. So um, we bought a little bit of Apple today at the end of the day. We bought EC. We saw it down here at the 200-day moving average purple line, and we thought that was a good setup, so bought some there. HUBB, we saw it breaking down from being held the last couple of days up at the 50-day moving average, but it broke all the way down, didn't make new lows, but broken to the lows, and there's a big selling day. There's the 100-day moving average support below it. We thought it was a good setup here to bounce back and test the green 50-day moving average. That would be our sell target. LZB, Lazy Boy, we bought some of that because it hit our scanner this morning. It rallied up and hit the green 50-day moving average and then closed back low below it. So we saw that there were some buyers there, but sellers still overwhelmed. So buyers are wanting to come in, but not yet. So there still could be some selling in this, but we thought it was a good entry, down 6% today. So we entered in that at the end of the day. NTES we bought because last 4 days, not huge selling, but closed the gap, and now it's sitting right at the 10-day moving average, which is rising hard. A break above yesterday's high would send it back, wanting to look at new highs. So we thought this was a great setup, strong stock. It's moving really well. And then the last one is T-Tech. We saw it had was sitting right on the green 50-day moving average at the end of the day when we bought it, and then I think it broke down below it at the end of the day. So that's not we were hoping this would hold and it would go back up and start testing some of the faster moving averages like the 10 and 20-day. Um, but it looked like it got another big sell off. And, so this one could, now that it's broken the 50-day moving average, move down, but momentum looks like it's up and turning up, and the moving averages are turning up and moving up, and so we thought that was a good entry. So took small positions, half of what we usually do for entries, just because of the market volatility. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. When there's more risk, we can lighten up. Stocks will move enough as they are to get returns. So we put small positions on. A fourth of our portfolio is on right now. So um, I will update sell targets on these new stocks that we're holding. And if you're holding any others, let me know. But um, overall, it was a good week. Made some good decisions here. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what next week is going to do. So happy trading and enjoy the weekend.